Good morning, beautiful people. And
welcome to my channel.
no, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. If you guys are new here, my name is Samantha Holland, and subscribe to my channel because I have student loan debt. No, I'm kidding. No, but really, subscribe to my channel. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, I'm obviously just staring at myself at this point. Just so you guys know, doing this zoomed in gave me a hell of a time, so that was very interesting. Okay, so now I'm going in with the NYX brow pencil, the micro brow pencil, in the shade Brunette. And what I'm doing here is I'm just spooling up my hairs, kind of trying to get the shape that I want because you know your girl slept on her brow. I have not been trimming my brows lately because I'm trying to grow them out because as you see, I went a little Edward Scissorhands with the plucking and I'm looking a little bit 1990. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start at the front of my brow and I'm going to start lining the underneath of my brow. I start with the underneath of my brow because this is where I can be sloppy. This is where I clean up my brows with concealer, so you don't have to be perfect with this. Okay, now at the middle of my brow. Oh, no she ain't, she just kidding. Oh, okay, let's go. So in this I go a little bit longer than my natural brow because I also wanted to pluck the end of my brows. So, you know, my brow's looking a little bit like a comma. Okay, so we're pulling the brow down and we're doing it sloppily because again, we are going to go in and clean this up when we are done. Okay, now that I got the shape that I kind of want, I'm going to go ahead and go back in and deepen that underneath of my brow line. Okay, and now is the top part. This is the fun part, y'all. This is where we're trying to get that arch, but we're not trying to get that Nike check sign. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just filling in the top of my brow, and I'm going to follow the natural arch of my brow. If you guys have smaller or thinner brows, you can overline your brows to get a fuller effect. Okay, and see how I got a little bit of a triangle going on. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to connect that better with the tail of my brow. Oh, okay, now she's ready. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start filling in all the sparse areas of my brow, which you know I got a lot. I keep looking at the screen to see if I'm in focus. Girl, I had to edit out like 10 minutes of this video because I looked like I had poop blurs as brows. Okay, I'm filling in the tail and then I'm going to work to the front of the brow. And this is going to mess your brow hair up a little bit if you have like some stragglers like me. For some reason my eyebrow hair is really straight, but on my head I got an afro, so don't know what that's about. I also have not tinted my brows in a while. And yes, I do tint my brows. What I do is I just use hair dye and I fill in my brows like I'm doing now. So I just take like an angled brush and I put the hair dye in, and this kind of helps with the sparseness and gives your eyebrows a little bit more depth. Okay, what's she doing? Is she looking at herself? Is she confused? Did she fart? Okay, so now we're going back to the front and we're going to fill in the sparseness. I have a lot of sparseness in my middle brow right there. So it takes me a little bit to fill that in. And you see how I'm filling in my brow all the way to where the front of my brow is, but I'm not going to fill that in because I want an ombre effect. So I'll show you how I do that in just a second. Oh my god, how many times do I do this? No wonder why it takes me so long to get ready. Okay, she's checking it out. She's like, damn. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Instead of filling in the front of my brow, I'm just going to take that extra product from the bottom that I lined and I'm going to push it up into the front of my brow to give me a little color but not create a harsh line in the front of my brow. Okay, and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to spoolie my brow, the hairs like the way that I want them, and then I'm going to go back in and fill out the sparseness. Oh, here we are. Okay, so now I'm using the brow gel. I'm using brow gel from, let's see, Billion Dollar Brows. And this is just their clear brow gel. This is not my favorite. My favorite actual brow gel is the clear mascara. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that one with the pink and green, like from the 90s. Like that was the mascara, you know what I'm saying? That was it. They also have a clear mascara, and I use that as my brow gel, and it's super cheap and it works really well. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with concealer. I am using the Conceal It concealer from LA Colors. Y'all, you can get this at Dollar General. It's super cheap. I'm using the shade Light, and I'm going to go in and clean up my brow because girl got sloppy. And you want to get as close to the line as possible, depending on what shape that you want. And then I'm going to start dragging it down so it's more blendable when I use it. Because I'm also going to use this concealer as a primer for my lid. For my eyeshadow. What am I talking about? Okay, and you see I'm not going to push up right there at the tail because I want the tail to look a little bit more natural on my brow. I don't want it to be that thin. I'm trying to have a Kylie Jenner moment. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I'm going to start dragging the concealer down because I am going to use it as my primer, sis. I'm going to drag it down for 10 years. Oh, she blurry. She blurry. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see what it looks like compared to my other brow when it finally zooms in, because, like, do I really know what I'm doing? Okay, and then I'm going to go in with more concealer, and I'm going to blend that between my brow line. And I'm going to create a wider lid to make my eyeshadow pop. Ooh, look at that dirty beauty blender. Who is she? Guys, I'm just letting you know my beauty blenders and my brushes are like dirty because I do like this crazy thing. Like I use them. Ooh, she needs chapstick. Okay. Hey. She looking cute or whatever. By the way, I got these earrings at Hot Topic. They're peace signs and rainbows. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with my brows. All I'm going to do is put some Coty Airspun powder on them to set my lid. Ooh, okay. There's my big head. Okay, and literally look at me trying to fix this camera like a YouTuber. Who do I think I am? Okay, so I'm going to set my lid with some Coty Airspun in the shade Translucent. And then that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram. I'm going to leave it linked in the description box below.